huge you are. Hold on. You take up like all of the screen.
I'm the biggest man.
You're the biggest boy. You are the boy.
I'm the biggest man.
There you
Man.
are. You're just a boy.
I'm a man.
You're a boy.
I'm a man and a Muppet.
Are you though? Are you the biggest Muppet?
Yes, I believe so.
Are you the Muppet?
I'm not trying on that one.
Are you a Muppet? The Muppet baby. Are you a Muppet? The middle Muppet. It's a little Muppet. You're a little Muppet. Muppet.
I wish the Muppets were still relevant.
I do too. They're fun. I feel like it's not that hard to make them relevant either. It's like it's super
That new Kermit's
easy.
voice actor is not doing any good. Like, he is getting nothing but hate. Because they fired the original guy for dumb stuff.
What was the stuff?
I think it was just something with disagreements with Disney. I don't know. Disney always knows how to fuck shit up.
You say that, but I also tend to like. I don't know. It's one of those things where
Yeah, it was a studio conflict.
Okay. I heard studio conflict before with X-Men 97. That means very little to me.
I don't know. But basically they chose him because he sounded closer to Henson, which I doubt. Strong doubt.
Click X to doubt.
But, and because like they were doing like since it's almost the 30th anniversary of Henson.
Right.
They were like doing like a little crossover with Fraggle Rock, Muppets, and Sesame Street. And if, for some reason, the Fraggle sounded Canadian.
Interesting.
No idea why.
Okay.
I blame because he was voiced by Henson, so in this case, the voice of Kermit and the Fraggle are voiced by the same person.
Okay.
And it's not working.
Alright, guilty. I'm also at the same time making like, I'm Moonstone. Let's hear. Hello, pros. Blah. Yes, I have a hand now. It's a dismembered hand.
Oh.
It is a dismembered hand.
How can I remember it?
Can it be thick? Can it be thick? Short stack corgi tie. No, stop. I really need to make that a point thing. All right. I do warn people on Twitch. It is going to be an ad break, but I made sure to space them out this time. So it'll be like a 3-minute ad for every hour that I'm streaming. That way it's not really fucking stupid and going off like every 10-20 minutes. Let's see. I will start soon. I am putting together the listies for whatchamacallit. I'm making the listies for
Crushes.
For the crushes list for Saturday, so I want to make sure everything's good. It is gonna be a little out of order, admittedly. I'm looking at the list now and going like, why is it like this? This is so incredibly out of order. Why is this happening?
I mean, if you want, you could send it to me and I could reorder it.
Can you reorder it?
Probably.
It's not really in like any particular order. Like it's just. Also, it's going to be a lot of you just looking at this going like, who the fuck are these people? Or going, really?
I mean, I do know a lot of animation, so I probably will know a lot of them.
Right. Admittedly, some of these are video game characters, but I still count them.
Video game, cartoon don't matter. I probably know it.
Right. Alright. And yep, that's the list. And for a template, I'm just gonna put crimson, cringing, crimson's cringing, crimson's cringing. If I can just find the right pose, because for whatever reason, it's not doing the thing I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, the list is now made, but now must be logged in. Are you fucking shitting me?
Oh yeah, no, I hate the tier maker login.
Fine, I'll do the thing. It's stupid bullshit. Please don't tell me.
Do the beepity, then the boppity.
Bibbity
Can't do the
boppity
boppity
boop.
before the beepity.
Bibbity boppity boop. And I have to do it the whole thing again, motherfucker.
You want me to do it and just send it to you?
I'll just do it later. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not. Are you going to draw a cute chubby corgi? God damn it. Everybody will stop petting. I'm your big evil overlord. You should. What's here?
Nah, you're baby.
I'm not baby.
You're baby.
I'm not baby.
Baby.
Me. Alright, obviously you see that there are some new things. I'm gonna get started now. Hi. Hey everybody. I am seriously need to make Boop a channel point thing. Okay, so hey everybody. As you can see, there's a few things that I did. I did things. And the things are you fucking kidding me? I put
What?
this down as like one, oh my god. The ad breaks for these are fucking insane.
Right.
There's an ad break in progress right now, and I put down in the programming that it should only happen like every hour, like a 3-minute ad every hour. So I guess it's doing it at the top of every hour instead of the end of every hour? Fuck. Anyway. Anyway, everything, I'm all good. Today we're going to be doing, why am I suddenly remembering the Dark Lord Chuckles, the silly piggy? I am Chuckles, the silly piggy! Oh god. Hell hath no fury, am I right? We back, yes. Okay. So, hello everybody. Today we're gonna be working on, sounds like a cute overlord. Fuck you! So basically what's gonna happen is I am going to, be making a Corgi OC. Now, Second Opinion actually is the one who put this up. And I don't know when he's coming in or if he's still gonna show up because, you know, it's early for everybody. It's early for everybody. So we're all gonna have like different things going on. But in this particular case, I'm doing a Corgi under his request for what I have. I do now have one more. I accepted one more suggestion as far as doing furry stuff is concerned. Again, I don't really do requests all that often. I usually try not to because, well, I need to make money. Everybody needs to make money. So if anybody is interested, I do have discounts right now for commissions, Halloween themed commissions specifically. So And those are actually listed on my Twitter, and that I believe I also put those on Tumblr and Facebook and Instagram as well. So, yay! I have a name in mind for the thick, short, sad corgi lass. Oh, that's a thought. What if the corgi character, she's like a tiny cowgirl.
What?
Like a little tiny cowgirl. A little chunky cowgirl. I don't know, like a cowgirl, or like I'm thinking either like a cowgirl type character, or like something.
What about just a cow?
No, stop.
What's wrong with a cow?
Because she's a corgi.
A cow, though.
But she's a corgi.
But cow, though.
I'm gonna smack you.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will. Bap. There. Bapped.
I'm gonna call HR on you.
There is no HR. I am HR.
Bullshit, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
I want to file a complaint.
Alright, on who?
You.
Okay. What about me? What happened?
For being stinky.
I see. Your request has been denied.
Bullshit.
Why am I bullshitting? I said I'm HR.
You are not HR.
I am HR. Alright.
You're IR.
What's IR?
A baboon.
But you know what I am?
What?
Weasel.
Damn it.
Let's hear.
She doesn't even know. Well.
What? What is it?
I mean, technically, in the show lore, it's never about him. It's always been about IR Baboon.
I know.
Which is great because IR Baboon is great.
Uh-huh. I love how, like, I look up cowgirl, right? Just, like, random, who just
Hello,
came in?
second opinion.
Second! What's up? I'm gonna bap you.
I just got done teaching Zumba.
You teach
Wow.
Zumba now?
I know, right? Apparently I'm qualified to do it because I teach Tai Chi.
Since when? This is...
Oh yeah? Billy, second opinion is a Zen master. I've been doing this since college.
Damn, it has been a long time.
I want to say one thing, and this is a compliment. You're giving me, like, major macho Patrick Warburton vibes.
If you look, if
No
you saw
idea how
his
many times I've been told my voice sounds like him, sounds like people adjacent to him. But thank you very much.
and then you look at his picture and go like, damn, he's the kid that told you not to go to school.
What way?
I don't think I have to explain.
Well, I mean, that could also be like the kid that grabs you up by the collar of your shirt and be like, if I see you at school tomorrow, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, no.
Nuh-uh.
No. Very much not. I'm
Hi.
trying to find a good... Like, I love how I look up cowgirl, right? I look up cowgirl, and immediately the search engine is like, hey, do you want your search off, your safe search off?
That's funny. Okay, yeah.
I'm like,
The
damn.
internet would. Like. But no, I was doing Tai Chi the whole time we were in the Rift Cafe and kind of drawing on it, if I'm being honest. And then, yeah, one day this guy who was freelancing me classes to teach was like, "Hey, I need a Zumba teacher badly." Like apparently he'd already sold the class. He was already gonna get paid to send one of his freelance teachers there, but he just forgot the part where he still actually needed a teacher. And yeah, he's running to me because I guess nobody else was taking it, and I'm looking up what Zumba is as he's messaging me. And then he's explaining, yeah, it needs to be for like 80-year-old people, most of which who have dementia. It has to be seated. It has to, and I'm like, I just got done learning a Tai Chi class that breaks every movement down into just like doing one part of the movement over and over again. So I was like, oh, sure, I'll just put that to music. And, you know, why not? And he was like, he asked me again in disbelief when I said yes. He's like, you can teach it? So, and then it ended up being more enthusiastic than most of my Tai Chi classes. Those old people like to dance.
Damn, that's nice. I love this. I love this comment. That sounds like the voice of somebody who does JoJo poses in the mirror every morning.
Why stop at the morning?
Exactly. Like, why would you stop?
When the right mind up.
Exactly. Like, all you have to do is believe in yourself, and you can do anything, including be JoJo.
Well,
let's hear.
Yeah, sure.
Let's hear. Hey Crimson, are you okay? I'm not. I'm never okay. Thank you for asking, though. Wow. All right. Let's hear. So this was your suggestion, second. I had so many opinions. You were the second one I had.
Well, at least I know I'm on cue.
Right. God. So I need to ask, why a corgi? I get the yum 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 yum.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like you ever see any of those cute animal videos that people love that in particular have a little dog that just thinks it's the king of the world. It's like strutting around, thinks it's 10 times its own size, and like is bullying the other dogs because they just can't account for that big personality.
Is this another short joke?
If
so, then good job.
I mean, I guess that's part of it, but I don't know. There is quite a combination where you get like, little person, big personality. I never find anyone else who has quite that energy. It's like Danny DeVito. It's like he's the villain in a movie, and I don't mean the Penguin either. He's just a guy that everybody's supposed to be intimidating, and here Roger Ebert's writing like, he never even seems to be compensating. He seems to be holding back. He makes the tall people seem unsure what to do with their legs.
Like, so what you're saying is that, oh my fucking god, the short pun. Why is it that every single one of these streams I've been in, the ongoing joke is that I am tiny?
Because it's true.
I'm not.
People are base and have very cruel, basic senses of humor.
But I'm not small.
Yeah.
You've met me. I'm not small.
I haven't though.
Second has.
I have.
BronyCon.
Wait, did we? The last BronyCon?
I'm pretty sure we met at the last BronyCon.
That day is such a blur. But,
to be fair, most of those are a blur.
You
just kind of like sit there and go like, yes, this was life.
Now I, on the other hand, am small. I remember Artistic Passion met me at BronyCon. She was like, oh my gosh, I pictured you so towering, and I was so excited when I saw you. I was like, oh, he's me-sized.
He's me-sized.
Because I guess Artistic Passion does not consider herself tall either.
Damn.
Alright. But,
Luckily, they
yeah,
have like
no, I
such,
just,
they have like Fox
Yeah, what?
features.
oh, but yeah, if you want to know why a Corgi in particular, it's because my brother-in-law is apparently obsessed with them, and I have to take Daylover's word for it, though, because I've experienced this obsession through her finding every Corgi meme ever, and doll, and picture, and sending it to him, but showing me first.
That's hilarious, but
Right.
also that tells me that it was just on your mind. It was just like geared into your brain, going like, "This is Corgi. It must be Corgi. What is it? What is dog? Dog is Corgi."
Yeah, well,
Always has.
honestly, half right. I was like reaching for the perfect crimson dog. I was like, okay, Chihuahua, because that's the one I always see in
Bitch!
those big personality dog videos. Jack Russell, she doesn't pack wishbone energy. And then I kept like coming back to
Wishbone
Corgi again and again, and I'm like, I guess it kind of fits. Crimson is very cute and nummy.
I don't know about Nami, but
I think so. I think so. Sounds right to me. I think she has proven you wrong there.
nuh-uh.
Like, if you had suggested me as a Chihuahua, I swear to God. Oh God.
What have you done,
I think Corgi is a much superior option there.
Yeah, Corgi would have been the best. I would have also accepted Beagle, Pitbull.
I can see it. I don't know. Pitbulls I'm most familiar with for like loving to wag their tails and being not very good at it.
Just like
Damn,
the
that's
whole
cool.
butt.
Exactly. Hitting it off everything, testing how many nerve endings they don't have in their tail.
I like I feel like first I have to, in order to know what the Corgi does, must do what the Corgi do, which is draw them. I must draw what the Corgi is, and I noticed that the head is huge. I guess I never realized how big the head was until this moment. It's like this. Look at the chunk.
All that fits. I
Bitch.
couldn't resist it. Did you ever see the video of like the Corgi finding a burrito blanket and grabbing it with his mouth and wrapping himself up in it, so making a Corgi burrito?
It's so much worse that you make that comparison now. Cause
Oh.
Cause I happen to have one.
That sounds so cute.
It is very cute, but it's very cute. Like, all right. So definitely have to. Luckily, I actually have a reference for short stack proportions.
Yeah.
Because this is the second short stack character I've done.
Alright, so the second short stack character you've done as requested by the second opinion.
Yes, as
Alright, this just
thematic.
writes itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Sir, let me find that image real quick, because I need a. Okay, come on. Where are you? All right, this is 5 heads. Okay. And I made this very big. There we go. Okay, so I got it. So I found out that it's about 5 to 4 heads of a short stack. That's how big they are. Like, that's how big a short stack is. Usually it's either 5 or 4 heads or below.
I think it was both.
Okay.
Sir?
So we have progress here.
Yes, we already have progress because we already have, like, somewhat of a start. Let's hear. I'm looking at chat right now. I found that a tiny. God damn it. I leave chat alone for a few seconds. When you boop a corgi, it can get adorable. God damn it. The corgi can get adorable. All right. Short-sighted. I'm like, fuck you. Because that's what makes them fun. I'm not short. I've met you in IRL, Crimp. You are small, fun-sized friend. You shush. Must be a big fan of Yamper then. I'm looking over a second. Second, do you like Yamper?
Oh.
Yamper is a Pokemon. It's a Corgi Pokemon.
Little guy.
It's a little guy. It's a little boy.
Apologetic as far as Pokemon goes, but I mean, yeah, I feel like pretty familiar with the newer ones. You might have just plain stumped me. A Corgi Pokemon.
It is a Corgi. It's literally a Corgi. It's an electric Corgi.
Okay, that sounds kind of amazing.
I just put a GIF of what it looks like in the general.
It's adorable.
Let's hear. I do remember meeting you in person, and yes, you are small. I am not small. I like beagles. Anyone a fan of spaniels? I like spaniels. Spaniels are fun.
Well, I mean, part of Crimson's thing with me was always the energy. Like, when you have second opinion as your character, you want to verbally spar with him a lot. And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've had people who want to show that they are better snobs than I am. I've had people who want to see if they're better edgelords than I am and, like, see if they can hurt me a little bit.
Okay, question. How the fuck are you an edgelord?
So, well, it's not so much that I am an edgelord, it's that the occasional other person wants to see if that will be how they silence me, as it were.
Silence you? The only way you're silenced is when you're asleep or dead. And even that's debatable.
Yeah. Aye. True. Aye. I remembered how to talk about, 10, 11 years ago, and I just haven't stopped since.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
But, yeah, Crimson, on the other hand, Crimson is by far my best bantering partner. I made sure to get her in as many of the old Rift podcasts as I could with me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, her energy, I mean, she says, granted, by far the most edgelord and off-the-wall thing, but I don't care what you say. Her energy was always, I want to play too. I'm a cool, edgy person too.
You should.
Spar with me.
Oh my god, I cringe so badly at that.
It's true.
Hey, I mean, if you got something good, you got something good, right?
Here. We have like the perfect. I was gonna say anti-friend, but I think the correct term is frenemy chemistry.
Yeah, and it's never gonna lean anywhere past that. And I like that.
Where would it lean? I feel like that's the kind of thing you don't mess with.
Obviously it's gonna be something similar to like enemies to lovers, but like honestly, no.
That ship has sailed.
That ship's gone.
Yeah.
If anybody if anybody did ship that, it's like down there lower than the Titanic. It's gone. It's done.
You gotta wonder sometimes. But no, the twist with both of us turned out to be like, all the edginess, our perfect ship turned out to be the people who know we just need so much love.
Wow.
Like, exactly. You're in your throuple right now with the, cutest,
4.
most loving people you can find. You what?
There's 4.
4? Oh, okay. So, I missed that update.
It was... Yeah, it's 4. Oh, I have food now. I get num-nums. Num-num.
Here. And I meanwhile got married to a Danish Viking who, wanted to, hug me and cuddle me all day and constantly be like, what can I say about Daylover? She is, like, has constant unfiltered joy, just like, the world is meant to be a good place, and I am here to be part of that.
How terrifying.
I know, right? It'd make me sick if I wasn't head over heels in love with her irreparably for the rest of my life and beyond.
Aw, gay.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But like, no, like if we have fanfic writers about us, it should totally be like a Doofenshmirtz Perry the Platypus thing.
Oh my god.
Makes it even more gay.
It's even more gay?
It's even...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a problem with trying to theorize that Crimson and I are gay with each other. I think a pretty non-negotiable problem there.
Yeah. Pizza time? Oh god, please no.
Boy.
Yeah, besides, he's not exactly my type.
Yeah, let's visit. Yeah, no. Although, I gotta say, we did the rift we got pretty deep in the trenches there. I think we turned out to be a pretty strong tag team.
Oh yeah, no, like when we could be more active in the group. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was totally like, my Silver Surfer to go and bring balance or whatever Galactus says.
Then I'm over here going like, burn them. It's a witch. May we burn them?
Yep. And it just sort of worked.
Somehow.
Must somehow count for something. I totally believe you would, if I was in dire straits, you would pull "I've got a platypus controlling me" for me. Wake me up.
It's underneath the table.
Exactly. Crimson would be underneath the table controlling me until I, bailed myself out. Oi, and I am always happy to be a shoulder to cry on. That's what you do when you're a Zen master who sounds like Patrick Warburton.
Oh, yeah.
You should see a shiny Yamper. I don't think I've seen a shiny Yamper, actually. Hold on. Shiny
Sure.
Yamper. What does a shiny Yamper look like? Exactly the same, but pink. I dislike shinies, to be honest. Alright, this is what a shiny Yamper looks like. This is what a shiny
I don't
Yamper
like
looks
it.
like. I dislike shinies less because, like, they're bad, and more because, I don't think all shinies are bad. I think that, I just think that there's not enough variable in them, usually. Like usually speaking, you'll get things like Yamper where it's just like it's a shiny, it's a Yamper, but it's like slightly pink. It's like a few hues pink and nothing else is different. Versus like, and then you have just like badly selected colors like shiny Espeon. And shiny Espeon is just like the lime green, neon green for some reason.
Shiny Porygon was kind of fun.
Let's see, let me look up shiny Pory.
Shiny Porygon 2.
Shiny Porygon is a decent color swap. Like I guess I just don't like the ones where like is a noxious color or like the shiny where the shiny is like, oh, it's this Pokemon, but it's this Pokemon, but now it has like one color that's done. If that makes any sense.
I think so.
Yeah, they're also kind of hit and miss with me.
Right.
We'll say, I was there when Gen 2 came out, and Red Gyarados as something you automatically get in the game, that was hardcore at the time. That was the shit.
Oh, let's see here. I got some more comments here. No love for shinies. Again, I just find that when they're not that much different or they have like poorly designed choices made for the color scheme, it's not worth me hunting for them. That's here. Question for Crimson. If you turned it into a Pokemon, which one would it be and why would you choose? I don't know. I think one of the ones I've gravitated towards in like more recent years is probably let's see here. I like Salazzle, and I also enjoy Zoroark.
So Salazzle the really like the Pokemon that only evolves when it into a female form.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's fun.
That thing scares me.
Jurassic Park logic of West African frogs that change sex.
Right. Which, by the way, huge oversight, right?
Yeah. Oi, these brilliant scientists that brought dinosaurs back from the dead.
And they were just like, oh, you know what we should do? Imbue them with the DNA of a frog that changes sex, but we'll also make sure all of them are female so they can't reproduce.
What do you think about which animal we're using? Some unique characteristics to it, or some such?
Right. I think one of the things that oh damn, there's a whole. Okay. I hate shiny Espeon's color so much. Yes. Do you guys know what shiny Espeon looks like?
You said like kind of lime or putrid greenish.
It is bright. It is unwaveringly bright. Like here we go. I warn you to avert your eyes.
Avert your
Green's
eyes.
just green. Green's fine.
Yeah, green's okay, but like that's just so
Green's
much.
a great color.
Green is a great color when chosen properly. Let's hear. I got them all. All 47 of them from Dynamax Adventures. Oh, cool. Yet I doubt anyone has a shiny Vicinity. Vicitini. Hold on. Vicitini. Where it's just white instead of yellow. Hold on. There we go. Here. I like shiny Umbreon. Resemblance to a blue moon. Yeah, I like shiny Umbreon. Shiny Umbreon's cool. Let's see here. I got a shiny Metalton. Apparently discovered that it was shiny, one of more unique kinds of shiny. The only thing in Gen 8. Damn, that's a lot. Anyway, sorry. I was trying to catch up with the comments.
Not at all. My brother was pretty big on or at least he was big on Umbreon and Espeon, and like back in the day where you did Pokemon battles, but with friends and siblings who also didn't know what they were doing. I could always count on seeing an Umbreon and an Espeon on his team.
You could technically now just make like an entire thing of just evolutions. Yeah.
And it would be a semi-valid strategy.
Yeah, because there are so many types now. Like you could just like do that, and it'd be fine. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It's like how you can have all the legendary beasts on, or at least for one generation there, you could have all the legendary beasts on one team when they stop making Entei suck.
First of all, don't you come for my boy.
Entei?
Entei is my boy.
Entei is the star of the best Pokemon movie, don't get me wrong. But,
Agreed.
but yeah, apparently he and Flareon, for that matter, are notorious for having their stats all wrong to be good at competitive Pokemon, and like just nothing to compensate for it until a few generations into his existence, they abruptly gave Entei Ho-Ho's trademark move. Because yeah, why not? He's legendary.
Might as well,
So
right?
yeah, Sacred Fire. Yeah, Sacred Fire turned Entei into a pretty decent competitive force for a minute there.
You know what's funny? It took me forever to realize that Entei was a dog.
Is that what he?
Yeah, he's a dog. He's supposed to be like a dog lion.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up calling them the legendary dogs because we already had the legendary birds and had to call them something. But
like they were always more feline-esque. So I thought that it was just kind of like because of other reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
none of them look particularly dog-ish.
Yeah, well, sort of. Like Entei has that sort of big, fluffy muzzle thing. But, I think
like,
legendary beasts is what we're going with now.
I thought that was something else. But I remember
in the chat, no. Sorry.
Nah, it's cool. Let's hear it. I was intending to use it for. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm like fire type. I like fire type. He's just a lion. I thought he was just a lion. Entei's a lion. Raikou is a tiger. Suicune looks more like a panther. But that's the thing. They're all supposed to be dogs. And I found this out because I was trying to look up some stuff for a thing. And apparently what they actually are, they're supposed to be different types of dogs. Like they're all different types of dog demons. So like Entei, he has lion type traits, but he's supposed to be based off like Akitas. Raikou is supposed to be based off of the Raiju, which is supposed to be a dog. I don't know about Suicune. I forgot what Suicune is. But yeah, like they're all dogs of some kind.
They're all dogs.
Let's hear. This is horrifying without all the skeleton. Also looks like she's bending over. She's like doing the Michael Jackson.
There's nothing wrong with that.
She's the Michael Jackson meme.
No comment. Yeah. Okay, well that's better. Oy.
Let's hear. Let me try to like cowgirlify the. Why are they all so cat-like then? I don't know. Let's hear. I'm gonna try to. They are not. They not. Looked at Google. They're not. They're supposed to be like. That's the thing. They're supposed to be dogs, and I was like, oh, that's weird.
Just never quite clicked for you, huh?
No, I never did, and it was very odd when I was like, oh, you know what we should do? We should probably. I wish I could have a cat, and I was. Because I want a big lion dog or a big lion baby, and then Entei shows up, and I'm like, but is it a dog? Is it a cat? It looks lion-y.
Oy. Yeah, here come the Animaniacs with that shtick.
Yeah, right. What the fuck are you?
The Animaniacs are dogs.
Maybe I'm a seal. Get real. They had a whole song about it.
Yeah, right. Let's see. I'm trying to get the. Here's the problem with doing short stacks, right? When you're doing short stacks, you have to like ignore all other like body anatomy that you know, because most human beings, right? Most human beings. They're about 6 to 7 heads proportionally. So, like this person right here. if I were to do this, even with the fact that she's somewhat crooked. Give me a second. Her head starts here.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 7.
Yeah, about 7 heads. Like that. Her torso is about 4 heads. And then, yeah, just about, this is about 8 to, this is about calculating to 8 heads, but I also,
3/4.
yeah, like this just means this person is either tall or I just didn't make a good circle. But yeah, like most people are that, right? Short stacks are not that. Short stacks are like 5 to 4 heads or smaller.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Any like cartoon character, so much of it is, yeah, what you're actually creating, unless you're trying to be hyper realistic, is a caricature that expresses the features you want to emphasize best. Hey, how many jokes have we seen off that? Like with the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, with the just seeing them in real life would be absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, then you have to like readapt the. You'd have to uncaricaturerize the features that you simplified down and like create some sort of compromise. You remember the episode where they body swapped with everybody?
Oh, do you remember the episode where they were like, "Hey, this is what would happen if the professor actually succeeded?"
It's created the perfect girls with no chemical X.
Yeah, like it was if he successfully made the most perfect normal little girls.
What'd they say would happen? I don't think I saw that
Oh,
one.
they're also horrifying, but they look more like the instead of looking like the Powerpuff Girls, they instead look like they belong with Astro Boy.
Oh,
That's a choice.
that's a,
Powerpuff Girls normal. What's your normal little girl? It's horrifying to see them.
I was thinking of that animation joke where the Powerpuff Girls have swapped bodies and Buttercup is trying to use Professor Utonium's hands the way hers are always drawn working. She just like puts her hand beside the phone and tries to pick it up. Yes, ma'am, what is it? Yes, ma'am. What is it? Professor, your hands don't work.
Professor, your hands don't work. But yeah, like this is what they look like.
Yes. Run-of-the-mill girls.
They're called I think the episode was called Normal Little Girls.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think it was like, if I remember correctly, what happened was that what happened was that Professor was like super stressed out at the time. And like he gets knocked the fuck out, and then he has like a dream of like if he had succeeded, and how different his life would be.
So, saving Townsville, just being a dad.
Yeah, just being a dad, just being a single dad with normal girls. He's a single dad who works too hard.
He's a survivor.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh god.
Silly. Or how about, anybody remember this animation joke? Krillin, concentrate on your attacks. Remember, you don't have a nose.
I love how that's canonical too. Like that's not even in the abridged series. That's in that's actually in the show or I think it's either in the show or it's in the manga, and they translated it into the show or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's in the original Dragon Ball. Like
Yeah.
he mentioned, like during that one guy who was like really stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his whole shtick. He tried to defeat you by grossing you into submission.
Right, and then Krillin's just like, nah, I can beat him. He beats him, and everybody's like, whoa, how did you do that? I don't have a nose.
I thought it was like at
I don't
first
have a
he
nose, Goku.
Yeah, no, I thought it was at first the guy is using all of his odor foo on Krillin, and Krillin is like freaking out and gagging and falling flat on his back, and the referee's counting, and then Goku goes, Krillin, concentrate on your attacks. Remember, you don't have a nose. And Krillin pops back up. He's like, oh yeah. So he was just imagining the smell the whole time, I guess.
I love that idea. I love the idea that like character, like there's little reminder characters. Like I think one of my favorites is also when an animal character remembers it's an animal character. So like they'll do something that maybe like a normal animal would probably do, but it's weird on this character because they themselves are not that animal. Even if it's even worse if the character is canonically a furry and there is a furry culture there, but then they'll act like that furry and everybody looks at them weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll be like,
I mean, I'm trying to remember the last time I saw something like that. The first thing that comes to mind is Tiny Toons.
mm-hmm.
Like the summer vacation one where Plucky Duck is in the car with driving to Happy World Land and whatever the pig family's name was. They're all doing gross stuff, and then like you what?
You're a tragedy.
I'm sure I am. But this was a tragedy
like that whole part, just that whole segment. I'm like, good God, that poor duck.
That poor duck.
Where they it's warm and they're in the like summer sun and he's like, can we turn on the air conditioning? The dad goes, can't afford it, crack a window, and the mom yells, don't do that. People will think we can't afford air conditioning. So yeah, but then like as he's sitting there dying, like suddenly some like water starts dripping on his head and he's like, oh, that's nice. And he like turns into an actual duck swimming in it like it's a pond and gargling it. And then he looks up and it's sweat coming off of Uncle Stinky.
And what's funnier too is that pigs don't actually sweat.
I'm sure. Sorry, Tiny Toons. Yeah, no stars, failed attempt, go back and try again.
I think another really good one is like, technically speaking, there are no other animals in this world other than like the people that are the furries, but like that one scene from Zootopia where they're like, oh my god, did you just start a howl? I didn't start a howl, and then they start howling.
I think the sloth only unturns into a sloth at the very end when he's racing the car around.
Like, Nick!
Nobody cares about the shit off.
Yum
Yeah?
yum. Yum yum.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yum yum.
Num num.
Yum yum.
Such wise
No,
words.
no. Oi. Oh, so yeah, tell me about this fourth person. I've been totally left out of the loop on that one.
He's RB Comics. He is also he's been a longtime friend of mine for a while. And we started to click a while ago, and we've been together ever since. He's very sweet. He can be a little one-track minded at times. I have to kind of bring him back to earth, but he's also very sweet.
Gay.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yep.
Love is gay, though.
Yes, it is.
Oi. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, the gay might be better at it. We straight people have been drowning ourselves in, look at our correct machismo, overly sanitized way to love.
There's also the obsession with love you have to also address.
Oh, you mean how like every other song is about love and every other movie is about love and like, tell us your secret, Hollywood. We clearly aren't doing it right. It doesn't look a thing like that.
Nah, it doesn't. There's a lot more arguing involved. I've now accumulated 4.5 that K channel points. Jesus Christ, my guy.
That one video that was going around with lions and tigers with newlyweds versus 10 years married couples.
Oh wait, how close are we to the vote of getting you to watch Fairy Tail?
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me check. It's here.
Just checking the video. The tigers, for whatever reason, when they snuggle and sleep, they're like, yeah, head to head, paws wrapped around each other.
Adorable.
Can't seem to separate them. And then meanwhile, guy lion comes over to lie down next to girl lion, and like she looks up and gets up exactly as he lies down and walks away. Or yeah, then this other one where guy lion comes up to girl lion and he like touches her on the butt or something like that. Like I don't know if he was just messing with her or if that was supposed to be affectionate or whatever, but in any case she snaps awake and starts growling and swiping at him. She's pissed off. Like, damn it, I cannot take any more of your stupid pranks.
But honey, the booty, it be fat though.
Copium.
Let's see here. We are at 15% of me watching Fairy Tail.
Like, which one's Fairy Tail again?
Fairy Tail is the one with
One with the booba.
The Fairy Tail is the one with the signia that people tattoo on themselves. It looks like a bird.
Let me look that up. I've seen Beastars.
It's the guy with the pink hair and the scarf.
Yeah.
The guy with the pink hair and the scarf.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Are you shirtless?
Looks like him. Alright, nah, I think I saw this a couple of times as it references to it, not the anime. There are so many modern anime that I gotta catch up on.
I know, right? I think the one of the latest ones that I've been really getting into, it's called, I don't know if you'd be into that. It's called My Dress Up Darling.
We've been talking about
What
that
it sounds like, or what?
The one with the hot blonde, but you realize that doesn't narrow it down even the slightest. Damn.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything for you, Dave.
So, oh god, this head looks awful. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah. So basically, My Dress Up Darling is a cosplay anime.
Okay.
And it's about this girl who doesn't know how to sew. That's her thing. She doesn't know how to sew, and she's comedically bad at sewing. But meanwhile, there's this guy that she meets that's in her class, and he happens to be really good at making those, like, I think they're called Hina dolls, which are basically those tiny Japanese dolls that, like, have the hair and the pretty dresses, and they're very, like, finely made. I think they're called Hina dolls. Hold on. Hina dolls. Nope, that is... Thank you, Google, for understanding what I hear. What I say versus what I'm typing. One does not equate to the other. I don't know what the special significance is to it, but they are very pretty. And I imagine it's in the same kind of like they're called, okay, that is the festival. Okay, they are called Hina dolls. There's a whole holiday around them, and I guess it's supposed to be a Hinai period event. I'm not entirely sure, but these are the types of things he makes. So he sews, and she does not. It is kind of an ecchi, but instead of it being straight up like, oh, this is super predatory or whatever, it's like, it's more like, oh, this is just how it feels to be a teenager, kind of conceptualizing this type of event and what it takes to do that kind of thing, especially for the characters that you're doing.
It's a very, like, character-driven anime.
Yeah, it's very character-driven.
Okay.
The main girl is very cute, and their romance is very adorable. Like, I even, like, actually read the manga. And usually speaking, one of the things I complain about most, and I don't think that it's bad necessarily, but sometimes it does get a little grating. You know how, like, most romance anime, they tend to be, like, just sagas long of them not confessing.
Tragic.
And then you're just left there waiting, going like, when the fuck? This cannot be this cannot be another season of you two just not doing anything and knowing the fuck that you're into each other. Like, you can't keep doing this to me.
Comey.
Cranking the tension anymore. You're just making us wait. You're finding ways to kick the can down the road and otherwise do nothing.
Exactly.
It's not compelling drama anymore. It's
being a
making
dick.
us wait so the show doesn't have to be over yet.
Exactly.
Or so you don't have to think of a new leg of the journey to write about.
Exactly. No, they cut that Band-Aid like quick. Like, that's like 5th manga type thing. Also, I want to warn people in Twitch that another ad is about to drop in about 5 minutes. So, if you're looking at Twitch, just be warned for that. Anyway, so one of the things that they do that, like, by the 5th volume, like, they know that they like each other, and where they realize that they like each other, but the slow burn doesn't actually feel like a bad slow burn. It feels like, at least, like there's a purpose to it, or like there's actual tension. It's just them being awkward teenagers, and it's very cute. I would say that this anime, it's definitely one of those, a lot of the comments below are going like, it's a very pretty girl, but she's under 18. And I'm like, yep, yeah, she is. She is under 18. And I feel like for the setting of this, it's one of those anime where it's like, this could have easily been a college anime, and you would have gotten pretty much the same results.
Like, there's such a thing as writing about young love, but I mean, anime and their willingness to take these things in skeevy fan service directions makes me hesitate.
Yeah, the fan service in this, it's a little more tasteful, if I had to be honest. It's tasteful, and like most of it has to do with costuming, which is something I appreciate, because as some of you might know, I actually do cosplay. I wish I sewed more of my cosplays, though. Like, I would love to redo my Lum cosplay. My Lum cosplay, I was very proud of, but I made entirely all the wrong decisions with the fabric I used. Because the fabric I used, it was incredibly, like, do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say Lum?
I do.
Okay.
We've had this talk at least 2 more times.
Okay. Second, do you know who Lum is?
I think of Lumberries from Pokemon, so no.
Okay, so basically, Lum is this alien, and she has like this tiger bikini, and some tiger shoes, right, and little horns bikini. I didn't want to buy it because every time I looked at any of the sales for the cosplay, it looked really cheap. Like they were trying to keep that cartoony look to it. But it looks really cheap in real life, you know what I mean? Okay, this...
So, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like a chintzy Halloween costume.
Yeah, and I wanted it to actually have, like, some real-life texture. And I thought, when I saw fuzzy tiger print, I was like, oh, this was gonna be perfect. No. If you know me, you know I have particularly large proportions. Particularly large proportions. And
Take a note.
And unfortunately, because the puffiness, it was like puffy. Like this is like proper fur material, which means that it's like about maybe 2 inches of fluff, right? So my already chunky proportions with that material looked so much bigger. So instead of looking like I had double D's, as I actually do, I looked like I had H cups that were just defying all sense of logic.
Alright, so like, Ivy or someone like that.
I could do it. I feel like Ivy would be easier. That's the thing. I could buy most of the pieces for Ivy. My issue is like, well, I think it's depending on which version of Ivy, because like Ivy has gone through some stuff. Like, hold on, let me actually, because I think that there's a Poison Ivy evolution. Poison Ivy.
Oh, I think not Poison Ivy, the gal from Soul Calibur or something.
Oh, you're talking about that one. Ivy from Soul Calibur. Oh god. Yeah, pretty much. It looked a lot like that. It was so bad, and fuck you, my height didn't have to go anywhere else. It was just there.
Wait, come again?
What?
Said what?
Oh,
your height doesn't have to go.
She said your height had to go somewhere. Damn.
Hey.
She's not even here, and she's ad break, so I'm not hearing your response. You bitch. I'm not that short. Damn it! Why is it my height is always brought up in these things? I don't even bring up how short I am.
It's too late. It's already in motion.
Napoleon wasn't that short either.
Yeah, he was. What?
The
How
way the
tall was
cookie
he?
crumbled.
It was.
Whether 5'5", 5'7", something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was like average for a guy at that time, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I like these proportions a lot better. I don't think this snoot is out enough, but I feel like if I point it out anymore, it's gonna look awkward.
You look awkward.
I always do. Or maybe if I squish it. Oh god. Morning, sleepyhead. You've been out here for a while. I thought you were dead when you washed up on my aisle. Tell me though, love you. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me now, who's Penelope? She's my wife. Anyway.
Round of applause, everybody.
God.
That was good.
I think it's so funny, the beef that Hamilton fans now have with, or that Epic fans have with Hamilton, right now. It's hilarious. It's the funniest shit you'll ever hear. For context, if none of you know, so Hamilton is the musical a few years ago, about the life of Alexander Hamilton, according to one specific source, right? It's supposed to be a play about Hamilton, his exploits, as he's one of the founding fathers of the country. That nobody, a lot of him just know him for being the $10 bill guy, right?
Famous duel. But,
yeah, he's known for being on the $10 bill, and also for being a really good Jif commercial. That was Jif, right?
so he has his kicks.
Yeah. So the thing is that his life is actually incredibly interesting. He being an orphan, the play was really held up. He was a highly ambitious man. He was also incredible. He wanted what was best for the community, but he realized that being in government required a lot of shady shit, right? That's kind of the whole thing with Hamilton. Epic is about the Odyssey and focuses on Odysseus, or at least this version of Odysseus, right? I want to preface that one a little bit. It's this version of Odysseus.
No character.
To the character, right? And one of the things that people have attached to, especially since some of the more recent albums have come out, is that this man is a my wife guy. Like, they've made, like, the Jorge Rivera, he actually he basically made Odysseus a my wife guy, which I think is funny as shit, based on how much in the original tale he cheated on his wife so many times.
Kind of assume that that's most all Greek mythology figures.
Right.
They didn't seem to consider it a big deal.
Yeah, like that's because like they just had to worry about Hera, and Hera, while being highly respected, they were just kind of like, well, if Zeus can do it. Clearly, I have no consequences to my actions.
Yeah. I think what people don't realize is that of the three, big brother gods, the guys at the top of the food chain, Hades, the one we like to swap in for Satan, might have actually been by far the least evil.
Despite the fact that he also kidnapped his wife.
That's like the one bad thing he did, though. Everything else...
I mean, it depends on what you mean by bad. Do you mean bad as in without karmic justice? Or do you mean bad because it was or do you think bad because of moral justification in the modern day?
I mean, well, clearly we mean the latter, because they clearly weren't thinking about that the same way back then. The way that has us all saying like, wait, Zeus did what?
Yeah, the way that he and Hera got together is not even funny. Like it's just they. I once saw a comic series. I think it's called The Olympians. It's really good. I highly suggest people look into it. The creator tried to be as accurate to the original text or some of the original interpretations as possible. Though he did still have to like kind of like word around specifically how Hera and Zeus got together.
It's 2 NC-17.
Yeah, it was a snuff film. That's what that was. So anyway,
Wait, somebody got killed so they could get together?
no.
It wasn't enough that they're brother and sister or whatever they are.
No, I mean, yeah, they are a brother and sister, but no, that's not what I mean. There was unconsensual hugging happening. So much of it. So much of it.
So it was a Tuesday for Zeus.
It was a Tuesday for Zeus, but he had political ideations in that one. Right. So.
Yoy, 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 yoy.
Yoy, 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 yoy.
Yeah, Hades was a bit of an incel, but he wasn't Zeus.
Yeah, like I feel like though that's very little consolation. I'm gonna give her like just a little bit of a tuft of hair.
Like
on the top.
depends on your perspective. Like yeah, I feel like it was in the sense of like, okay, well I could have Zeus around. Like I could have getting flayed by 10 hot knives, or I could have a pin jammed into my finger.
Right. Or you could do what Hades did when I think it was not Theseus but his friend, Theseus's friend at the time. He was like, "Hey, you know what? Theseus, you should kidnap Cassandra at 12 years old."
Sure.
But we need to be mindful. She's only 12. We're gonna wait until she's legal in order to do anything. And you know what? And then the friend is just like, you know what else we should do? What, Theseus? What? Oh, you know what we should do? What is it? Theseus, am at the edge of my feet. Well, you see, I wish to marry Persephone. That sounds like a brilliant idea.
There just wasn't a lot of restraint among these people.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is that they casually went down to the underworld and they meet Hades, right? And Hades is just like, the fuck are you doing in my house? And they're like, oh, we're here to kidnap Persephone. This is a great idea, isn't it? We're gonna be husbands-in-law. Hades. Okay, first of all, welcome to my house. Would you like to take a seat? And he's like, he's just like, oh yeah, no, totally take a seat. Yeah, totally gonna be fine. Cap bounds them into their chairs and straps them with snakes that constantly bite them.
Sure, so Hades be laying down the law here.
Yeah, Hades was like, no, I'm not into that. And then, like, what's even funnier, right, is that Hercules actually comes by. There's like a runner up to this, where Hercules comes by and he sees like Theseus and his friend, and they're like, what the fuck happened? And he's like, oh, and Theseus is just like, well, you see, what happened was we were gonna kidnap Persephone. That sounds like an amazing idea. You would think. And Theseus gets saved, but his friend doesn't. In fact, when Hercules tried, I should say Heracles, but fuck it. When he tries, the whole place starts shaking. And then he's just like, well, I guess you're staying here. So I love how like most modern interpretations of their relationship is just like, no, we have like the healthiest relationship possible. And then I'm over here going like, what about the one time that he cheated on Persephone and turned her into a mint tree or a mint plant? We're not going to talk about that? Okay, I see how it is.
We're not going to talk about that.
I see how it is.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk anymore.
No.
We don't talk about that. No. By the way, I've listened to that in Spanish. It does not translate well.
Bummer.
Like, I think a lot of it has to do with it's very, I think it's because Lin-Manuel Miranda's cadence is very American. It's very English
Okay.
speaking. So
Mm.
it doesn't quite translate as well as maybe it could in Spanish, as far as like beat is concerned.
Yeah, just accent and cadence, and you find yourself off step,
I mean, you should
or
know.
at least a little bit. Oh, yes, because I am brilliantly monolingual. I cannot speak any other languages, and I have
I
a
was
Danish wife.
I was talking about with beat
Oh,
because
beat it.
Zuba.
Yeah, oh well, no, there you go. Yeah, curiously, the people there, yeah, older gals and stuff, they do need me to, yeah, teach them rhythm and help them stay on step. And now I feel like your prospects are a bit limited if I'm the one who, yeah,
Yeah.
needs to keep you on track there, who you need to.
Yeah, you have the complexion of mayonnaise. I'm sorry, my guy.
Like, well, that's because you haven't seen the bottom half of my farmer's tan, but but no, like I am not in any way a dancer. Well, okay, actually, anybody who's seen my second opinion videos is going to start objecting already. I can do like, yeah, lulzy tricks to music
Yeah.
is what I can do.
I actually really like how this one is coming out. This is actually a lot quicker than I usually get to a design.
Here, here.
I don't know if it's because I've been doing this so often now. Like because I did I did this character challenge for a while. I actually have two more. Right? Originally this was going to be the second to last one. But then prophetic pros on Twitter actually suggested one more that I thought was kind of unique that I really want to try at one point. And that is doing a hyena.
Ooh.
And I think that
You
actually
have kind of an interest in hyenas, right?
mild interest. Like I don't think that I don't think it's like I did a report on lions, and in consequence to that, I don't know why second sounds like Joe Swanson. There you go.
Well,
There's
because
another
he's
one.
played by Patrick Warburton, we've already established that's who I sound like.
Yep. Let's hear. But I'm trying to find. I'm pretty sure I have a rope. Don't I have a rope brush? No, I guess not. This braid brush should work though. So let's see. What was I saying? I did a report on lions, and because I did a report on lions, I inconsequently, or not inconsequently, but I did a
Consequently.
coincidentally. Coincidentally, I did a report on on hyenas as a result of it. And finding out about hyenas is also kind of interesting. I think the funniest interpretation of female hyenas is actually in Interspecies Reviewer. Because they actually have like a female hyena there, right? But they got them anatomically correct.
Ah.
So
with the permanent strap on.
Yep. Ironically, she was like ironically, in the anime, she was actually like the best lover out of all of them. Because they were all going like, oh, that's weird. Why would you pick a hyena? That's so oddly specific. Everyone else who knows, oh no.
Yeah.
And then there's that one dude and then there's that one dude in the background. Hell yeah!
Do you know the Greeks, speaking of, Greek mythology, they thought that lions could only mate with hyenas?
Really?
Weird.
Oh, yeah. I think Lion King 2 should have totally gone that route. Instead of making up lions, they just should have had Simba's daughter get together with a flippin' hyena,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they should have had some, Greek nutcase trying to go on an expedition in Africa, see them be like, oh, that makes sense why no one who has ever investigated lions has come back to see them mate. They can only mate with hyenas.
I remember, I actually remember watching a little bit of The Lion Guard, right? And in The Lion Guard, there is actually, like, people, so here's something weird for me. I really like The Lion King, so much so that I actually decided to do research on some of the other stuff that they did for The Lion King's lore. So you remember the Mufasa movie that's coming out, right? The Mufasa movie is coming out. There is technically a story about what they're trying to do already done in the book, but it's slightly different, and I find it's very funny when taken into context of what they're doing now. Like, for example, in the new movie, Scar, it was actually supposed to be the rightful king to Pride Rock and the Pride lands, and Mufasa was like adopted into the Pride.
Cheated.
He cheated. But in this book that had come out during when the first movie came out, they were brothers. His name was Taka, which, by the way, horrible name. Horrible name to give your son.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the tradition behind these names. I feel the need to speak softly on that one.
So it's Swahili for trash.
Okay, well, yeah, never mind. That's harsh.
Yeah.
Move.
Like,
I
I thought Captain Garbage from Dogs in Space was a harsh name.
Okay, I gotta ask, do you think she looks like a corgi person? I know that I need to, I don't know whether to give her a tail or not.
I'd say no, mostly because most corgi tails are practically non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
If so, it would just be a very short tail.
Yeah.
I could go for that, though. I think that'd be cute.
Yeah, because, like, corgis do have tails. Let me look up. Let's see here. Corgi.
The corgi.
Because most people, when they think corgi, they think of, like, the queen's dog and shit. But they actually do have I'm pretty sure that's AI generated. Hold on. There we go. That's a better one. And I'm just going to put it in here so that everybody can see because it's relevant to what I'm doing. See? Tail.
It's cute.
Tail. It's fluffy. I guess they probably they probably do something called doxing, which has a very different meaning with dogs than on Twitch. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
I mean, when they cut the tail off and it's awkward to balance for a while for them.
Yeah, that's why they try to do it so young. It's here.
Yeah, that happens to Rottweilers all the time.
I'm pretty sure it's called that, isn't it?
I wouldn't know, honestly. I know it's a practice. I never bothered to find out what it was called.
I'm pretty sure it's called doxing. Hold on. The act of removing tails from dogs.
We're searching that. Anybody ever hear the big Greek myth that incorporates the whole lions can only marry hyenas thing?
That shit's funny.
No.
Yeah, Atlanta, the daughter of one of the gods, some kind of demigod, was the most beautiful woman of the woods and the untamable lady that incel in the negative third century or whatever it was goes nuts over. So they all wanted to marry her. She said you had to beat her in a race to marry her, and I think the consequence of losing was death, but
Oh, you're
whatever.
talking
That
about
plays a very
Atalanta?
yeah. Oh, did I say it wrong? Yeah, her
Yeah.
Atalanta.
Yum,
You're
yum.
right. So she beats all of them until Hippomenes, who I believe was Poseidon's son, grandson, something like that, comes along, and he, yeah, decides he wants to be the one to get that, and yeah, apparently she liked him and tried to warn him away from it, or at least the sanitized version I read had that in there, so that might not have been a faithful part of the adaptation, but in any case, he gets a bunch of magic apples, because these magic apples always be playing roles in these stories, and he throws them to the side of the running course they're on, so she keeps veering from the path, and yeah, he beats her, even though she was otherwise kicking his butt. And so then they marry and they're super hot for each other, and they have sex in one of the temples they're not supposed to. And as punishment, they get turned into lions so that they can never mate again, because lions can only mate with hyenas or leopards or whatever it was. But the thing about that is the Greeks were wrong, so my headcanon is that they're just still every bit as hot for each other for the rest of eternity. Like, yeah, joke's on you.
Oh yeah, no, totally. It's awful. Oh no. Has a whole pride. Yeah. It's just that scene
Most
from
powerful
Lion
animals
King
in the
2.
jungle. Boy.
I'm just imagining it's that scene from Lion King 2 where Kobu's just like, we could run away together instead of pride. Oh no, oh god.
Lion King 2. I mean, I don't know if, like, yeah, older me would find that movie better than younger me did, but, like, yeah, I don't know,
I liked that movie.
teenage-ish me was like, there were not a bunch of lions out to the side that we never saw. And the idea that they can, like, yeah, lose two people or two of their guy lions, but then they're gonna go and wipe out Simba's pride just because Simba has a boo-boo, that is stupid.
And then I'm over here going like, with all due respect, he fell off a pretty significant height. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so like the prides were that evenly matched, and Simba was just barely the scale tipper, so that even though the other pride has two guy lions that they don't have now, one who died and one who ran off, they got the better end of that exchange because Simba is not out of the fight, but he has a boo-boo.
Yes, you keep
Like,
on
he still has
trivializing the
just
fact
as
that
many lions as he did.
Okay, let me put this into perspective, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're saying if you fall down from, like, let's say 2 or 3 stories, you're gonna be fine.
I mean, I'm sure it made his fighting worse, but again, they're saying that, like, this was so doable, like, Simba was the only thing that his pride had over their pride, to the point that he still has as many as he did before, and they are down 2. And that's a scale tipper for them.
Because he is injured. He gets healed later by Rafiki. He's almost close to dying at that moment for a second. And then you're also going to trivialize the fact that he went up against not 1, not 2, not 3, but like a whole pride of like 15 lionesses, which I would like to point out in the research that I took, when Kingdom Hearts 2 was new, who first mistook Sora for Kovu? Oh yeah, they did that, didn't they? But sorry, I keep forgetting that there is actually a Kingdom Hearts 2 instead of just like Kingdom Hearts 3 3/4.
3 3/4.
All right, but I mean, even if Simba was totally out of the fight, that would mean that his pride is down 1 and the other pride is down 2.
So here's the thing that you have to understand about lions, right?
The male one is bigger and stronger.
well, yeah, they're bigger, they're stronger, but the females are the ones who actually do any of the active exercise. I'd like to point that out. Like, they are the only ones who do the active exercise. The fact that any of the males have to do any hunting is actually incredible and kind of concerning. They have to do the hunting. They have to do the maintaining. The dads are just basically like sitcom dads that are there for their kids for a little while. And in addition to all of that, right? We're also going to have to put into account that Simba's also hasn't actually been fighting for a while. Like, when was the last time he had like a significant fight?
I think you're hurting your point instead of helping it, because again, they're saying that Simba is the scale tipper that his side no longer has.
It's not a physical, though. In that particular case, it's not the physical that they're worried about. It's the morale. In the movie, they're not necessarily talking about how he's a physical threat. It's that they threatened his actual royal bloodline. They threatened it by going for Kiara. They threatened it by trying to kill her, or at least threatened to short-sightedly kill her. Because if you remember, I think it's not Zero. It's who is it? What's her name? Nita? I feel like it's an N. Hold on. Now I have to look up. Lion King. I need to see this movie again. 2. Okay. It's here. Zira. Oh, that's who played Zira. Huh. Let's hear it. Nuka was played by Andy Dick?
Oh, yeah.
I keep forgetting.
So, yeah, they lost.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah, they lost him, and they lost Kovu, and I don't know, I guess your interpretation is that this psychological advantage of, hurting Simba is why they can, tear apart the rest of his pride, because, all them lady lions and Simba's pride just kind of suck, I guess.
The idea is that they went through so much of this piece that they were going through that they don't have to fight as hard. Like, the part of the reason why the scene later shows up and goes like, hey, like, we're all the same, because before it was rainy and they clearly had like a difference between them, but as soon as the fight was over and they actually like went through the fight, they were like, oh, wait, we're all the same, and this is the 90s, so that's okay. And
that's
like
the hyenas, they can stay in whatever hell we kicked them into after the last movie.
Yeah, like they're just kind of like they're just kind of like there and going like, oh, they're just they go to the elephant graveyard at one point. They're like, so where are the hyenas? Oh yeah, they left. Like they were like banished and we'll never see Whoopi Goldberg again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like a lot of it had to do with the psychological, and I think the other part of it too was the fact that Zero was kind of losing it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she just lost her son that she didn't like, but because she's a narcissist and still sees him as like part of her, she's going like, well, time to avenge my son that I didn't like in the beginning of the movie and now have sympathy for.
All from her one-line explanation, Simba is weak, now is our opening to strike.
I also assume that they probably thought that he was a lot more hurt than he actually was.
I'm taking Lion's pretty good in that fight scene, and then he has to stop and go, ow, like, alright, this is significant because we're showing the rest of my pride sucking pretty hard, so it's entirely up to me.
Right. Again, that goes to that morality thing, though. It's the morale. I think another weird thing, this is just a weird thing, this is an actual critique of the movie. Why is it Kiara knows who Vitani is. That's the name of Kovu's sister. Vitani and Kiara, or not Kiara, Nala know who each other are, as if they've had like this long-standing beef with each other. Like, she even says her name, and I'm over here going like, you have not met this entire movie. Like, not once have we seen you ever have beef.
I feel like once you've invented an imaginary heir from that, an imaginary offshoot of lions were rallied around, like, yeah, the bar for things you're just pulling out of your butt is pretty much as low as you need it to be already.
Like, but they treat each other like they know each other, like they've had this long-standing beef. Like, it would be.
She was there the whole time. What?
No, she was not there the whole time, though. I know you're joking to fuck with me, but it's like, but it's also she wasn't there at all, and then the math doesn't work, right? Because one of the things that they say, the math doesn't work for most of these. I'd like to point out, but in this particular case, Kovu is supposed to be the last cub that was born, right? Right. So she's last cub that was born in under Scar's rule, right? That was their whole thing. So that means that they have to be at least like a few months away from each other. Who just came in? Hi, pros. They have to be a few. His sister and Kovu and his sister are supposed to be like at least maybe a few months from each other. So that just means that Nala was having this beef with like a whole 2-month-old baby for this long. And not only does that make no sense, but also that means that she's just been carrying this beef for like the past few years. Which I think is just so amusing. When you think about it too hard, because obviously we're thinking about it too hard, but it's still funny.
Honestly, like trying to, trying to project what the story would have to be for any of these characters is kind of funny. Like, who has Andy Dick been all these years? Just like this whipping boy, the Timon and Pumbaa of the lions.
Andy Dick was Nuka.
Yeah, no, I mean, who has Nuka been all these years? I'm saying that just like the rare guy lion has been hanging around, and like nobody considers him anything but a whipping boy.
To be fair, he actually does fit what would be the least attractive to a female lion outside of the dark mane. Like, that's the only thing that's actually attractive. Everything else about him, regular lions would probably not be okay with. He looks sickly. He looks ill in every respect. Oh my god, somebody generated...
Especially that he has the voice of Andy Dick.
And then he has the voice of Andy Dick, so that's also a turnoff.
Yeah.
He legitimately looks like if he was a human in this time period. He looks like he would be a drug addict.
He does look like a drug addict. He looks like he does a little bit of meth on the side.
Yeah.
Hey, Johannes. You don't have nope, you don't have a rope. Nope, rope. May I have a reminder, Sasuke's team is Ataka. I forgot that was a thing. Hey, what's going on? Everything's good? Shadow stream. Alright. That explains Pyroar. Hey, Pose, how you doing?
I'm okay.
All right, I think this is actually a very cute design for a corgi. I'm still debating on whether to give her a tail though.
I think I'll cast one vote in favor.
All right.
Whatever anybody else wants to say.
You know what? I will just make a new poll. Tail or no tail?
Don't you vote in this poll?
That is in it's in the chat for Twitch. And thick thighs. Hell yeah, thick thighs save lives.
Oh yeah, Twitch actually decided to function and take my vote this time.
You know, they kind of have like, they kind of have Australian Shepherd tails. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Are you still Crimson on Twitch?
Crimson Glow Art.
All one word?
Crimson Glow _.
Mm-hmm. I go. What if I can just. There we go. That way I can do this. I'll just get the link in the thing.
God, I shouldn't have scrolled up through the chat. I found the freaking fluorescent green Espeon.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think if it was like a mint green, that would have been better.
Yeah, I agree. Mm.
That might just be because I like mint green. I just think it's pretty.
It is a pretty color, and I feel like it's better for a psychic type.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I can do polls on YouTube too. Damn. Oh, I'll do that for the next poll I do. All right.
No better next time.
And polls are closed. We are looking at tail.
Tail. And a landslide.
Oh yeah.
As much of a landslide as exactly 4 people can be.
Hey, that's still like what? Let's see here. That's still at least like. I want to say. Ah, shit.
I want to say shit.
Time to stretch.
This is a tale about a tale.
All right. Fuck. I've been sitting on my leg. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god.
Don't break
Start
it.
rubbing your hips and your upper thighs,
I
butt
need
muscles.
to recover for a real quick second. Ow.
Okay. Yeesh.
Oh no.
Folks, don't try this at home.
Oh. Okay, hold on. I have to actually like go on the floor to stretch. Okay.
Well, I guess this is our stream now, so what shall we start with?
Oh!
Come on, content ideas here, people. We still have a moment or two.
Oh,
Have any boxing fans? Some important guy just got blown out by some other guy.
Oh.
Wait,
Okay.
let's see. Oh, anybody see Beetlejuice yet?
Hello?
I think they all ran away.
See, you can't just exist. Anyway.
Tried to entertain while you were away, but I think that might have made them run away faster.
It's okay, it happens. You have that effect on people anyway.
Oy. I know, right?
It's such a painful
My head
existence.
is just too big for anyone else in the room.
Yeah, that's why usually you have to go up in the sky. Since it's so filled with hot air.
Punchline.
Heh. Alright. You know, assumedly, you would think that, oh, who came in?
Hello.
Hi, Jake.
Hello.
Jake.
Hello.
The...
Hugs diplomacy.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the noise, by the way.
He's good.
No worries.
So here's something funny about corgis and their tails. They actually have pretty long tails in proportion to their legs. Like in this one, you can see that the tail is about the same. It's about the same length as the leg.
So much, but yeah, that's true.
Until you pointed out that was a tail, I didn't realize that one had a tail.
Yeah, it has a tail. I even have like another reference of a corgi having a tail. Look at the sweet happy baby.
Also, pros. Why do I get the feeling that you looked at that and thought, does that corgi have a fifth leg?
Oh God.
They are. I will note though that they aren't quite like big and fluffy.
Yeah.
They're kind of. Let's see. They're kind of small. If I had to be like, they're not small. They're like thin.
Yeah.
Small.
Small.
Mm.
You're small.
You're small.
I am not small.
This is the running debate in this call.
That's not even just this call.
Oh, is Crimson small? Vote now.
No, I'm not making that a poll.
You don't have to. You already know what the voting's gonna be.
Yeah.
Sadly, this is true.
I'm not short.
Crimson, you're gonna have to just cope on this one, sweetie.
Shut up.
Copium.
Not short. Y'all are just giants.
Pat.
I have a friend who is 5'2", and they know they're short.
Not short.
I'm 5'7". I'm short.
Me and one of my partners regularly make fun of her, calling her a gnome and a hobbit and all this other shit, and she just does not even. She's not fazed by it at all.
And doesn't mean I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm short.
You're short.
You're shorter than them.
You shut up.
This is fun.
Again, you're just gonna have to cope.
All right.
Boy.
Okay.
This is
All
fun.
right. I think we're piling on a little hard here.
Okay.
Yeah,
be honest with me though. Does this look like the tail is coming out of her ass, or does it look like it's on her ass? Like it should be with the spine.
Maybe a tad low.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit low. Maybe put it up a little higher.
Yeah, like
That's
maybe about here.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay, I'll kind of undo some things real quick. There we go. All right, and then go here.
It also looks very squishy.
Yes, She is short stacked. She should be approximately 5 to 4 heads.
Yeah.
Of lettuce?
I wish.
I am now
Of
ahead of
cheese.
lettuce.
Love
Mm.
cheese.
Anybody ever see the Beetlejuice cartoon? Not the sequel, but the cartoon.
I did see
Yes.
the cartoon.
I never saw the cartoon. I did recently come across a video with the fucking theme sequence, though.
Oh
That
my
was,
god, the intro is sick.
Yeah.
Amazing. I was thinking of the episode where he's lost his head for about the 100th time, and his body's running around, but yeah, when his head attached to a different monster finds his body, apparently the problem was he was using expressions incorrectly that, yeah, accidentally cast a spell, so now he's trying to think of things to say to put his head back on his body.
Hi, Moonstones.
I'm,
Oh, and I have a hydrate.
Yeah.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Yeah. What does he say? I'm the head cheese, and for some reason that doesn't work. It only turns him into a head of cheese.
Heh.
And he
Yeah, I
finally
remember-
gets somewhere with, I'm head over heels, and his head teleports onto his heels, which start tap dancing.
I mean, it works.
Yeah.
And then finally, as the climax is happening, he yells, heads up, and his head flies back onto his shoulders, and he can go save the day now.
God.
For some reason, my mind went to Medieval 2 with that sequence.
Serious?
Probably not far off.
I wouldn't be surprised if people behind that series were fans of that show.
I still haven't watched the freaking Beetlejuice musical. I need to change that one day.
I haven't
Same.
seen it, but I have
Same.
listened to it.
I haven't even seen Hamilton. We were talking about that before.
Oh, right, the beef with Hamilton. So one of the things with Hamilton, right, is that this is going to sound really funny. The reason why the epic fans of this musical and the Hamilton fans are quote unquote fighting. They're having a little bit of fun. Is because remember when I said in this version of the Odyssey that fucking Odysseus is like my wife guy,
Yeah.
right? So thing about Hamilton is that he cheats on his wife all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So
And then
sorry, go ahead.
no, the
So the beef is just the various times that Odysseus is hearing about how many times Alexander Hamilton has cheated on his wife.
Oh, boy.
And
I remember bringing I was having a conversation with Prime and one of our other friends about that one time, and I just I think it was after watching a TikTok about Odysseus just rejecting. I think I don't remember if it was Calypso or Circe. I don't remember.
it's I think it's
Calliope.
no, Calliope is the muse of of music. It should be Calypso.
Yeah, like the TikTok was just him.
I gotta get Calliope in here sometime.
So I'm,
No,
I'm
the
so-
TikTok was about him rejecting Calypso, and I showed that to Prime and our friend, and I was just like, Alexander Hamilton, do better.
Right.
So I'm
It's-
sorry, but I hear Calypso and I think either the music genre or the villain from Twisted Metal.
I usually
Honestly-
think of the the actress from who played Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
The one that's like
musical
do
though.
you,
Okay.
do you want the jar of dirt? No, then give it back. No, then it helps. Naomi Harris, that's who it is.
Yeah.
She's such a fun character. I loved her.
Yeah. I didn't really like how they used her. I felt like Pirates. I mean, I don't know how the rest of you feel about this. I felt like Pirates 3 was like the ultimate anti-climax.
I didn't like it either, but I enjoyed her character.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
Unfortunately, I don't really remember most of the Pirates movies very well. I barely even remember the first one.
The first
I
one is
remember
good.
bits and pieces.
I feel like the first one is
and
the
then
best
walk
one.
away.
First one was enjoyable. Second one went on a bit too long. Third, more of the same, except even less, somehow less memorable. Never saw the fourth one, and I swear to God, Pirates 5 commits the ultimate sin of making zombie sharks boring.
How do you make zombie sharks boring?
I know! How do you do that?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle of life.
I've made everything kind of boring, and yet I still liked it better than 3. It was like, all right, I can accept that you changed the status quo to this. That's less painful.
I'm just sitting here, like you have zombie sharks in your movie, but I was on the verge of falling fucking asleep because I think it was an hour and a half into the thing.
Then is that
How do you do that?
is that a case of
That's impossible.
Is that a case of the movie being boring, or making the zombie sharks boring?
I'm pinning it on the fault of the movie because
The sharks themselves were pretty poorly designed. I felt like.
Well, I
can
don't
barely
know.
even remember what they looked like.
All right, let me look up a Pirates of the Caribbean zombie shark.
Yeah, like me saying that I barely remember any of the movies isn't me saying anything bad about them. I just haven't seen the majority of them in years, so my memory of them is just non-existent.
That is fair.
No, they look pretty cool.
I'm just saying, like, the sequence should be more memorable than it is.
I'm not saying that it's not. I don't have any opinion because it's supposed to. Because I don't remember this movie all that well, but the designs are pretty cool.
Yeah, zombie sharks are cool. What this movie does with them is boring as shit.
Well, I'm saying there could be things you're looking at. Like, there's a screenshot here of like a bunch of them together, and it looks like a creepypasta thing or something like that. Like, if that's what you're seeing, I could see how you would think that. I'm scrolling down here, looking at like the underside of one, like a single one, and that's more what I remember them being, just like CGI glop of just like a shark with holes in it.
And now I see the bad CG because like you have to understand that I haven't seen this movie, so I had to look up more. This one is the worst one. I think this is just badly edited, though. I don't know. I don't think this is the actual movie. I think this was just badly edited.
Yeah, look at this is like Sharknado level shit right here.
I think because it doesn't look like it was fully rendered. This looks like it was photoshopped here. I don't think this is actually how the movie portrays them. But again, I don't remember.
This was probably some intern's weekend long patch job.
I do really like the designs of them. I definitely understand where you're coming from as far as like their rendering within the movie. Because it looks like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm finding cool looking shots. I'm like, why do these compose exactly 0 of my memories of this movie?
Well, when was the last time that you saw this movie?
Within a year of when it came out, but I thought that was like relatively recently, like 2019 or something.
I don't know why, but I gave her like gray hair, and I'm kind of into it though. She's giving like short gilf energy.
We love gilf energy.
Okay, that's from... Okay, so I guess I saw it in 2018.
This is probably going to change as you add more colors, but looking at her at this exact moment, I'm reminded of a kangaroo, and I don't know why.
It's because of the tail.
Yeah.
The tail is pretty like concentrated into one solid mass. The two parts that break it apart here and here kind of create a tangent line. The orange body is giving Applejack vibes.
And I love Applejack. I love Applejack. We are going for Cowgirl anyway, so I'm not mad.
I mean, same. Also, when Pros said kangaroo, my mind drifted to freaking Ty the Tasmanian tiger looking at this.
I like the thylacine. Have you seen what the thylacine looks like?
I don't think I have.
Okay, so basically, backstory on it. It was called the Tasmanian tiger or the Tasmanian wolf, and it's
That one
basically
extinct in the 30s.
Yeah,
the Tasmanian tiger.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's actually called a thylacine, and the reason why they went extinct is because farmers thought that they were killing livestock. But thing is, they actually found out not long after the last thylacine was dead. Is because they're weak. Their jaws were so weak that they wouldn't have been able to catch prey like that. Let me try to find like a decent. This is a taxidermied one. It's a shittily taxidermied one. The poor baby deserved better.
Just coined the term shittily.
Yes, I didn't coin it. It's been a word.
No, I'm actually stealing that line. I think it was some like the nostalgia critic to the AVGN or something like that way back in the day asking him, "Did you just coin the term shittily?"
Oh god, I remember that. But yeah, this is a thylacine.
Okay, I'm looking at that thing, and I'm looking at the one above, and I'm thinking that would make the shittiest looking end table I've ever seen.
And this is what it looks like with its mouth open.
Ah.
Why this mouth hasn't become a meme, I don't know. But yeah, like they had like a very articulated jaw. I don't think it was dislocated. I think it was I think that it was just like a really large give on the jaw.
Watch my dog yawning.
Yeah, no, that thing has like a whole universe just like consumed. This is actually an illustration of it too. Hold on. Just because sometimes the pictures don't, because like photographs don't articulate it that well. This is what it looked like when it opened its mouth.
Okay, so yeah, not exactly the most efficient design ever.
Right.
This thing is like the basking shark of dogs.
A little bit, yeah. Well, marsupials. It was a marsupial.
If you ever want to look up like pure, just like zen-like, perfectly fitting your habitat to survive, look up why a sloth is in no way in danger or has trouble surviving.
I thought they were endangered in some areas, but it was always for human because of human interference.
Yeah, like as far as predators go, or even hunters for that matter, like a sloth is just a very zen animal. It is a master of making sure that it's either surprisingly difficult to kill or not worth your time to kill, even if you would, in theory, do something with it.
So they're basically like manatees.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. She's giving me like kind of grandma energy, and I kind of love it.
Grandma.
It doesn't not fit, I'll give you that.
Yeah, right. Like you're not mad about it being that, but like also, the concentration of, I think it's just because it's gray hair. Oh god.
Gave her a black eye.
I mean, technically speaking, if we're wanting to be technical. There we go.
I think with that, I gotta go now, though.
All right. See ya.
All right, bye.
Good hanging with everybody. Take care.
See ya.
Mm.
Bleh. Now let's all talk shit about him.
Yeah. No more Patrick Warburton.
Oh god. She's starting to remind me of that school teacher dog from Bluey. I don't remember the school teacher. Let's see her. Let's see her. Okay. Get for the tongue. Bada 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 bow 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 bow.
Oh, damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby, this is the 5th time. Stop playing them games. No one plays video games anymore. It's all about TikTok now.
But Dad,
No buts, young mister.
how
I don't
good
want to hear
is
you
off this
investing in
game.
no AI.
how good is Bluey? Bluey is pretty good. I have seen Bluey. I just don't remember the character, the teacher.
Blue is essentially the only new age kid show that I would let anyone watch, like my baby sisters watch.
I know my young nephew watches it.
All that you want here, all that you need here. Let's see her.
I'm stealing your food.
Yeah.
I'm hungry, so I gotta steal from people.
My food.
Nah,
My food.
no for you.
Meow.
You will give all your food to Lord Borkaday.
No.
What do you mean no?
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean nuh-uh?
Nuh-uh. Alright, okay, so time for corgi patterns. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the classic corgi pattern, like the white tummy mostly, and then like put a little dot on the end there. It's here. Pros, you've been listening to Epically. What is your thoughts on the recent album that just came out? Pros.
Pokes
Pose
the
the
Hello,
plum.
I just came.
You just came? Wow, that's
was
not
not
really
gonna-
for stream.
I don't think streaming didn't know that, but hey,
Man.
I was,
good for you, I guess.
I just came back and helped my mom with something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are your thoughts on the new album that just came out? For Epic.
Oh, I haven't gotten to listen to it yet, actually.
Oh. You've just been
Sorry.
hearing the memes.
Yeah,
The memes
and
are funny.
listening to Prime and a couple of my other friends talk about it. I've kind of just been absorbing it through osmosis, basically.
Ah, that makes sense.
Osmosis Jones?
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones.
All right, Corgi. Here she
Right,
is.
So pretty.
Yeah.
And just so that this doesn't just look like she has green eyes. There we go. Actually, it's still kind of looking greenish, so...
Green.
You're looking green around the gill.
Yeah. Alright, let's do some saturation highlight thing. Okay.
I didn't know it was so sad.
It's here. There we go. It's a little better. Alright, what do you guys think?
She's cute.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn, boy, she's thick.
Yes, she is
Yep.
thick. She is approximately 4 to 5 heads.
That's a lot of head.
I'm sure that's more head than you get.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what?
Let's see. Let's see. I actually think that the sock thing that needs to be brought into the hands. God damn it! Fucking. Here we go.
boys.
There we go. All right. What would her paw beans be? What would her toe beans be? Pink or black?
Yeah, the bean. I'd say black.
Pink.
Probably.
I think pink.
Even though there is no dark colors.
We are at an
so.
impasse.
All right. Time for another poll.
Woohoo!
Toe beans! The most important of all of the questions. Toe beans.
Toe bean or not toe bean? That is the
Black.
question.
Or pink. Or is it black pink?
God damn it.
It's not real.
Yeah, actually it is. That's a band. Or
No,
not
it's-
band.
It's a K-pop thing.
It's a K-pop group.
You.
Yeah. Do.
All right. Put in your votes. I also should put that in the I told myself I would put that into the YouTubes. Toe beans. Pink, black. All right, let's see it. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a bee?
Bum ba bum bum ba bum. This is dumb. This is a dumb thing. But yeah, I
That's
like
why
this.
it's good.
This is cute. I like the. I guess I kind of just like the simplicity of it. It doesn't really need a whole lot.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be May. I can draw like a little torso image of her. Okay.
What about a big torso?
It's a torso. Well, it's gonna be big anyway.
Hey.
A.
Booba.
Is a letter.
Mm. Nyam.
Why are you biting people?
Nyam.
I think she's a feral creature.
Nyam, 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 nyam.
Might need to put her down.
She does somewhat look like a. Instead of looking like solely like a corgi, she does kind of look like a Shiba Inu.
That's a word.
Do you not know what a Shiba Inu looks like?
Nope.
It's like do you know Doge?
Well, I know what
Doge.
you're asking me of all people if I know Doge.
Doge, like the meme Doge.
Of course I know the Doge meme.
Yeah, that's a Shiba Inu.
Ah,
You just thought it was a corgi, didn't you?
no. I just thought it was a kind of dog. I didn't really bother to learn what kind it was.
Yeah, it's called a Shiba Inu. It's a
Well, now
Japanese
I know.
dog. It has very small ears. It has a curled tail. It looks like a miniature Akita.
Personally, I prefer Samoyeds, but okay.
I like the Akitas. Akitas are nice. All right. It looks like she has pink toe beans.
Hooray! We win!
What do we win?
The
No, we won.
acknowledgement
You-
that you
you
were
and
my
Post
friends.
lose.
That's gay.
Yeah.
I demand a reroll.
No.
No.
I want it.
No. Then you know what you could do?
What?
You could become a patron on Patreon.
I've never. You can't make me.
On Patreon, you're able to come into the Discord chat. And also make other type of comments that maybe aren't on stream.
That you can't legally say without getting destroyed.
Here. You're gonna say I want to bet. Nani?
Nana?
Nana? Alright. Nobody on.
No.
Squish squish? Boop boop?
Squish,
Nom, nom.
squish.
No more
Nom,
squishes.
nom.
Nom, nom, nom.
I don't know why, but she gives me the feeling that I don't know why she looks like a smoker. So maybe,
Is
or maybe it's just the cowboyisms.
Might be
oh
that.
boy, is
Yum yum.
You know.
Yum 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 yum
I don't know why I've had John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt in my head the past couple of days.
It's okay.
And that's up.
Let's hear. It's a pretty chill day today. You're going to make a femboy corgi? No.
never.
No, I'm not going to make a femboy corgi. Oh, I didn't mean to pin that. Oh no. No. Ow.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. How do you
Oh,
undo
So you
that?
did mean to do that. Got it.
Shut up. There we go.
No.
All right. No, I don't think I'm gonna do a femboy corgi. I think I've got the corgi right here.
Wow.
I only do request. I'm thinking of limiting request days to like, limiting request days to like maybe once a month instead of once a week.
Fair enough.
Because I do actually want people to like commission me to do things, like actually do commissions.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that some people do kind of take advantage of that pretty easily.
Mm.
We must kill them.
No, don't kill them.
But murder.
Too bad.
Where are you gonna
No.
hide? Where are you gonna hide the body then?
Also,
God damn it, you're right.
Also, I think that the other thing is the fact that, like, I want people to commission me, right? But,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, nobody has come to my DMs to commission me. No one's made any attempt to message me outside of bots. And,
Oof.
and it does kind of, like, fuck with my confidence a little bit because it feels like nobody actually thinks I'm worth it to actually do
Aw.
anything. Except
I
for,
get
like,
it.
maybe a few close friends.
Pat.
Which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate that. I appreciate people giving me those opportunities, but I also would like, the chance
Yeah.
Yeah.
to actually have somebody, like, say, hey, your art is good.
You did good, lad.
I don't know.
Are you winning, son?
I don't know, am I?
Tell me.
When?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Funds are tight, and then I'll hear the same people who say funds are tight, then spend like $30-$40 on a commission somebody else did.
Oof.
Pat.
Like somebody was like, "Hey, I need to save up for this particular thing." Like I told them my prices, and they were like, "Ooh, yeah, I have to save up for that." And then immediately they commissioned somebody else to do not what they were asking me to do, but they commissioned them. So I've just kind of like stopped, like. So I've kind of just stopped hoping for that person to commission me.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Crumb.
That's fine. Happens. Sorry, I just got into a bit of a downward.
That's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Yeah, my neck.
Nom.
My back.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see here. Well, it's no one's fault. Times are hard. Art's a luxury. And nobody needs to
Yeah.
apologize, and nobody owes me anything. They don't owe me a commission. People don't owe me a commission if they don't want one, right?
Yeah.
I understand feeling affected, though.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's better.
There we go.
Small.
Remember, kids, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs or you'll become small.
I'm not small.
Are you on drugs?
No.
We weren't even talking about you in that case. You just brought up yourself being small. Kind of debated yourself on that one.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You shush.
Nom. Boop.
Mm.
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 I don't know why, like, as I'm watching you draw her, I'm just, like, I'm thinking about that whole meme of how, like, when somebody's daughter starts dating and, like, when the guy comes over to the house to meet the family, the dad is just sitting on the front porch loading his shotgun. I'm imagining, like, instead of the dad, it's just her.
Yeah, right.
It's just her herself.
Yeah.
She's just going like, you think you're good enough for my daughter?
Yeah.
You
You
think
think you're good enough for me, bitch?
You think you can escape?
I got 10 inches. I got 10 inches of cobalt steel that says otherwise. Now you keep that in mind, son.
Yes, sir.
Sir?
I know how. I know several. I know several places in the area to hide a body, boy.
Tri-state area?
Yeah.
Behold, the hide your body in a door.
Oh no.
And
You
just
need
like
to hide.
that,
You need to hide the body. I got you covered. I know all of the best body dumping locations in all of the tri-state area.
This is more concerning.
Good God, I need the hobby.
Hey, look, it is a platypus. Bury the platypus!
A bipedal platypus.
Bury the bipedal platypus!
Not gonna lie, this was that Doofenshmirtz impression was kind of a shot in the dark.
you should
I saw
shoot the Starkey.
I saw I saw my chance for an opportunity and I went for it. And I'm not sure how well it panned out though.
It was good.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Did a good thing.
Or did you?
I can dump a body like a fucking champion.
Yeah.
Or can you?
Listen, we can find out. Here, hold this car battery.
Huh?
Oh no.
This is why I shock the bejesus out of you. Bzz.
I don't believe it.
All right, it's time to bury this fucker in my brother's backyard.
Why are your brothers back here? Oh, well, actually, yeah, no, that makes sense.
He absolutely would bury a body in his brother's backyard.
Oh, yeah.
And try to frame him. Honestly, he would.
And that's when he looks at the screen. That's when he looks at the screen and he's all, "Look, I'm not above framing my brother for murder."
Look at
Don't
what he's
judge me.
framed. Look at what he's framed doing throughout my entire life. They made my parents miss my birth.
They dressed me up as a they dressed me up as a fucking lawn gnome.
Okay, well, that one was not your brother's fault.
That wasn't his brother's fault, but
Look, my family were raging dick waffles. What do you want from me?
the moral of the story, his entire family just treated him horribly.
Oh, yeah. He kind of
Which is why
deserved his brother just once to have a head full of bird poop.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just the one time.
Yeah.
Remember that time where he was handsome?
Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, I'm not against it, but...
I'm kind of against it.
Really?
It's weird.
I mean, so's Doof.
Doof himself is weird.
Yes. This is true.
I may be weird, but bitches want me. Damn it!
Bitches be crazy.
Listen, I married a bitch.
And I'm still desperately in love with her.
And then there was that one date that he had with the lady who didn't even acknowledge him for for like 3 seconds. She was just hugging Perry the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey Crimson.
What's up?
So you know the voice actor for Doofenshmirtz's ex-wife?
Yeah.
Well, she also voices the Karen from Over the Head.
Are we going back to this again?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god. At this point, you're just the one pushing it.
Yeah, I know.
Sure.
I will hold deal on that.
Cause like it's not that great a movie. But I've accepted that. Just like how you have to accept that your opinion of Megamind is wrong.
It's an outdated opinion.
It's objectively wrong. I'm sorry.
It's now
Again,
updated.
it's outdated.
Sorry. It's outdated because me and Spirit Shift actually like bullied him a little bit on it. Specifically on because you were saying that it was entirely built off of memes.
Yeah.
Like the only real famous Megamind meme I could think of was just his face being like, "No bitches."
Bitches.
Also, Crimson, I was wondering if you could do this one thing for me.
What?
Can you get me pictures of Spider-Man?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Nuh-uh.
I need the money.
I need the money.
It's just a picture of Spider-Man. What is that going to get you?
It depends. How much is it? How much is he paying you for pictures of Spider-Man?
I'm not getting paid.
How much am I getting paid?
About the same as me.
Then no. I get yum yums.
Num num.
I must find a dirty sock.
Gross.
No, I'm playing the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom game, and I have to look for Patrick's sock.
Oh. That sounds horrifying.
It absolutely is.
Why is it dirty? And why does he have a sock?
Socks plural.
Yes, socks are collectible in the game.
Hi, idea maker.
Yo.
So he makes deers? That's awesome.
What?
He's a deer maker, so he makes deers.
Idea maker.
Oh, I thought you said deer maker.
No.
No.
Well, in that case, just average, I guess.
Getting cats don't dance vibes from the sketch. I can kind of see it.
I need to watch that eventually.
It's really good.
I haven't told yet.
Yeah.
It's a tragic example of how Warner Brothers mismanaged their animation department.
Oh, they always do that.
I just realized her shorts don't have pockets.
Like they didn't. Like the only advertisement I remember seeing was playing in front of Space Jam. And I'm just sitting here thinking, freaking Quest for Camelot got all the promo. That movie sucks.
There we go. Alright, I'm opening Clip Studio. And I need to find, like a brush. I'm trying to find like a smoke.
Smoke.
Like a smoke brush.
I need a smoke.
Smoke.
It's your. I'm not quite looking for something like, oh, this is a little. Oh, no, that's expensive. No.
Are you smoking
I need
yet?
my smokes.
Are you smoking yet?
Am I smoking yet?
Are you winning?
Your idea if I ain't smoking yet? Because you see, I'm just smoking hot.
I mean,
Sir.
I pressed the X button.
That's extra doubt.
Sear. Tobacco smoke. I don't really see what this one looks like. No, I don't want to get. No.
Did you accidentally buy a thing?
No, I accidentally. Well, kind
Buy
of.
NFTs.
No, I didn't buy an NFT. The I accidentally gave a person a gift, which basically takes away clips, and I was saving that.
Oh.
You give them.
It's a clip on Clip Studio Assets. They have like a shit, it doesn't have the thing I want that in a free format. Basically, it has a system in which case rewards you for doing. God damn!
Aw.
Somebody donated 1,500 to the I Will Watch Fairy Tale challenge.
Good job, person. Good job.
Thank you.
Contributing to the cause.
Damn. Thank you, Dice. Or, no, that wasn't Dice. What was it? Ah, shit. I lost the thing. I'm pretty sure it was Dice. No, it was Diverge. No, it was Dice. Diverge. I don't know. It showed up, and I accidentally clicked away. I think it was Diverge. Okay, that was Diverge. Okay. You know what? I'm going to use just a different brush, if that's the case. I know I can finagle this.
Angle.
Finagle.
Dangle.
Alright. Let's try... Sorry, I was like, I looked at, I clicked away for a quick second, and as soon as I clicked away, that was when the thing decided to disappear, and I was like, no! Okay. Put some grays in there. And some lighter grays. Here. And then I love these brushes, by the way.
What time is it?
It's 11:37 where I'm at.
Okay, so that means it's like 2. It's like 2:30 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or a little half.
Alright, and then I wonder if I switch it to... No, I can't do that on this one. Okay. Maybe... No. Okay. I'm just gonna...
Finish the level.
Level complete.
Now I never have to play it again, thank God.
Why did you have to play it before?
Because you gotta get a certain amount of spatulas to proceed to the next levels.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get spatulas by going to extra worlds. Which I still need to get socks in certain areas because I don't have certain power-ups.
Mm. Let's see here. Let's see. And then just using some eraser tools. There we go. It's kind of more of a dreamy smoke effect. I don't know, for some reason, like, instead of her, like, I know you were saying, like, oh, yeah, she gives me, like, this is what the boy comes home to. It's like, this is like, this is gonna sound so oddly specific. You know how, like, when you have older women in like, a show or a movie, and they're like, I don't know what you're looking at. I'm way too old for you, and then the younger guy is just like, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? You know what I mean? She's kind of giving me that vibe where like it's the hand and he's going like, I mean, you still got it. She's like, it's been gone a long time. Ever since my husband left me for a younger model. Let's see. I love how it's also just been affected by whoever's clock is here in the background.
Oh my god, did I really set my clock right by my mic again? No, nobody says anything, but then when people notice the ticking, I'm like,
I only like just now noticed the ticking, so I was like, oh, that's funny. I could point that out.
It's not the first time that's happened. Whereas like I set my ticking clock right next to my microphone.
That sounds like a skill issue.
I'm saying it's not the first time that's happened. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you that sounds like a skill issue.
I'm not denying that I'm not denying that. I'm just saying.
I know you're just saying.
God damn it.
No, he's human.
Hey, let's hear. Oh, it's not a donation. It's a stream challenge, or it's a community challenge. If people donate, I think it's 15. Like 15, or like, yeah, 15,000, I think is what it is, to stream. Hi, Faith. If they donate 15,000 to stream, for the community challenge, I will watch Fairy Tale. I likely won't watch it on stream, if I had to be honest. I think that what'll end up actually happening is that I'll put it on I'll do like a group thing with everybody on the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, join the Patreon. And we'll do like a live there, and then on in public I will do a kind of like a kind of retrospective that I took on it, which is probably the closest to a review I'll get to on my own channel. Let's hear. Yeah, she's giving me that vibe of like the older woman that probably has been through life, and she's just like, I'm good. Also, this is a great opportunity for me to give her toe beans. Well, eye bean. Or hand beans. Paw beans.
Finger beans.
Finger beans. Let's see. I should also put like a little... Give her a little black nose. There we go.
Nose.
Snores.
Snores.
I'm sorry, I feel like I killed the vibe.
Yep. No.
We had like such high energy before, and then I was like, nah, let me ruin it.
Nah, you're
good. You're good. Also,
good,
you ever just get? Also, I have a little tangent. You ever just get up at a dog's face and all you could think about is schnoz?
Yes, mostly because their schnoz is in my face.
They just
Cute,
have
though.
they have cute little faces, and you just think nose,
Schnoz.
Yeah.
schnoz,
Schnoz.
A nose.
nose. Every time you see a little puppy looking up at you with its little face, you're just like, nose, and then you boop it.
Is it a boop to snoot? Because you must
Boop to
boop to
snoot.
snoot.
The snoot would be
Not
booped.
moving the snoot is a crime in and of itself.
The snoot would be booped, and then the snoot would droop.
Me.
Boop snoot. The snoot would be booped.
Oh, maybe
Fighting a
she's
giant
like,
robot.
maybe she's the head of like a rodeo.
Possibly.
Like this is her public persona, and that this is like what she's like in private.
Yeah.
She totally looks like she has a side hustle of some kind. Like she works multiple jobs.
A single mom who works too hard.
Yeah.
My brain when we were just a minute ago, for some reason, my brain jumped to the old freaking Fruit Loops commercials with Toucan Sam, and I think there was nephews going, "Just follow your nose for the fruity taste that shows."
That's funny.
Bird.
Burb.
Bird
Alright.
nose.
So let me. I'm just gonna borrow this real quick to make the lighter.
Cereal mascots were just really cool.
Yeah. Did you ever see that cereal mascot thing where Tony the Tiger was a VTuber? For like, I think it was like for a year or so.
I don't think so.
It was so funny.
Or maybe
his PC was powered by milk.
That's hilarious.
All right, there she is. All right, guys, what do you guys think of her?
I like her.
Oh yeah.
She cool.
I think I might change the color of the smoke just to make it a little more. It comes off more like dust than it does dirt.
Also, I'm still stuck on the idea of a milk-powered PC, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like a milk-powered PC. You see that? I don't know. Does that look a little more like steam instead of smoke?
Smoke.
Smoke.
Remember, kids, don't smoke.
Don't smoke.
Yeah, don't smoke.
But yeah, like, what do you think we should name her?
Hang on, I gotta find a fucking list of
Stacy.
southern names now.
Yeah, she's definitely Stacy. Is it because it's Stacy's mom?
Yeah.
Stacy's mom.
I'm thinking Abigail.
Abigail sounds cool.
Abigail's a good.
Let's hear her. Cowboy Carrie. Or Cowgirl Carrie. That's funny.
Sorry, I don't want to picture Carrie living in the South, okay?
She already does.
Well, shut up.
It's not her fault you're ill-informed.
Wait, hold on. Where does she live? I'm pretty sure she lives in the South.
No, we could all be wrong.
She either lives in the South or she's from Maine. Carrie takes place where?
Yeah.
Chamberlain, Maine. I was wrong.
Yeah. I win.
What do you win?
Haha.
I don't know. What do I win?
Wendy Wrangler.
Wendy Wrangler.
Double
I don't know.
W.
I don't know. I still like Abigail so far.
I like
Yeah.
I like Abigail. I do. I would think that a lot of these other names that are coming up in chat, they're like the names that she uses for her as like her bit.
It's just like aliases, just to fuck.
Like when she's doing like a rodeo stuff. That's one of her names. Like Cowgirl Carrie. It's time for Wendy the Wrangler. Gabby Gorgie.
Gorgie.
Wendy Wrangler is a really good stage name, though.
Oh yeah. Right. No, I think I'm gonna keep Abigail.
Yeah.
But I'm putting
Yeah.
Wendy Wrangler as her stage name because like she gives me rodeo girl vibes and I'm into it.
Yeah.
That's hot.
And sorry. Just so that we can round it all out, because we do still have a few that we have to do. Let's make her an emote.
Yay.
Dang, okay.
All right, let's make her an emote. I do
Oh, yeah.
actually have emotes available now. Wait, is Abby a MILF? Ooh, is she a MILF? She does give me MILF vibes.
Like she looks like she at least has like 3 kids.
She has clearly fucked. There's no.
Okay. I'm gonna say yes, she's a MILF, but she's to the point of GILF at this point. Like,
Yeah.
she's older now. Her kids are out of the house. She's handling the ranch alone because apparently she has a ranch now.
She looks like she'd be like a good ranch handler.
She like,
Yeah.
and like she like the kids are out of the house. You know, she's by herself. Her husband left her, and she's like very sardonic about it. But like when she's in public, she's like, "Hey, everybody!"
So, party girl. Well, no, not party girl.
In her mind, it's just internal screaming.
Yeah.
Right.
She doesn't want her kids or her grandkids to worry about her, so some of her public persona also shows up when she's around family, but not all of it.
She's a gilf. I'd tap. Not gonna lie. Slappy the squirrel tear roll.
Honestly,
yes.
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 I see it.
Honestly, yep. And just so that I
I could
could
totally see like.
No,
I could totally see. I could totally see Tress McNeil voicing this character.
Oh god. Yes. Okay, so
That would be
I
great.
got a few emotes here. What emote should we give her? Because I have the first row all done, and I have the first 2 of the second row done.
The last one on the second row seems like it would be like her at home persona, like her private persona, and then the third one on the third row seems like her public one.
Yeah. I do have other ones. Hold on, let me see. That's here. This might be a little ageist, I'm not gonna lie, but that very first one there on the top left-hand corner.
Top left.
Yeah. It looks like whatever, like, I'm just imagining it's her if anybody describes any sort of technology to her.
That's one thing. I also imagined her just like staring at one of her several grandkids trying to remember their name.
She's got like 8 grandkids, so she has to keep track of. Fuck, what's your name? You're the big one.
Yeah.
She's just all, what the fuck's a TikTok?
Oh my god.
Like a clock?
What are those tiny screens in front of those little whippersnappers' faces? What's on TV?
I actually
And then
have like a much bigger one, but I feel like if we try to decide between all of them, we're gonna lose our goddamn minds.
Be here for 4 hours.
You know, I
Won't
feel like
actually be here. Oops.
you know, I feel like if somebody introduced to her the concept of like streaming just so she could watch some stuff on TV, she's like, "What the fuck is this shit?
Where,
Is this
back in
is
my
this
day,
new
where's
cable?
the TV guide?
Is this new cable?"
Oh my god.
That one, the one that had the confetti was also very much like her public persona in my
Oh
head.
yeah. I like the public persona being like this very outdoorsy type person, and then like indoors she's just like, I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah.
Oh, the one writing the notepad is really the emo. It looks like she'd be signing autographs. Oh, that's a cute idea.
That's adorable.
I like that. Like this one right here where she's signing it, where she's doing the notebook.
Yeah.
I like
the.
Sorry, go ahead.
I kind of like the little girl too, though.
Let's see. I think. Oh, this is hard.
If the first one on the fourth row was a gun, it would be perfect.
Oh my god, yes. If it was a gun, yes, but it's not.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
Not a knife.
It's a knife.
Knife.
Knife. I would imagine that a
Scared of knife.
character from Scooby-Doo that goes to Mexico, she goes nuts with coffee beans. Oh god, I hate that.
Oh, shit.
I hate that
Ew.
movie.
Doesn't help. I was gonna say doesn't help that particular movie is one of the worst ones.
It really is. It's awful. I hate it. I also mostly because that's not what a chupacabra looks like.
The sad thing is, it's like it came out in a time where we really didn't really have any real idea what a chupacabra actually looked like, so they just went, Mexican Bigfoot, fuck it.
No, that's not even true. That's not even true in the slightest. Like we knew what chupacabra looks like. We knew what it looked like because it was the world's most modern cryptid at the time. Came out in the 90s. Most cryptids that people talk about came out in like the 80s, the 70s. Like that's Mothman. And even then, the existence of Mothman predates chupacabra, but by at least, I don't know, like 80 years, I think. No, not 80 years. It was like 60 years.
Because I was about to say, what was that? The 40s?
No, like
40s or 60s?
Chupacabra came out in the 90s, so 60
No, I was
years
talking
would have
about.
been.
No, I was talking about Mothman.
Yeah, Mothman would have been like if it was 60 years difference, that means it would have been in the 30s.
Okay.
And I do warn people, there is an ad coming up. But the reason why I'm upset at it is because, like, we know what they look like. They know.
I just remember there was a time where people legit just called Chupacabra Mexican Bigfoot.
It's not. It really isn't. And the only reason why people thought that was because of that movie.
No, I got you. I'm just saying. I remember that time.
It's awful.
People are stupid.
It
People
is
are
awful
stupid.
because, like, what it's called Chupacabra. It means goat sucker. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
I think, despite how much I like the idea of her making the little autographs, I don't think that it translates quite as well. I feel like it needs to be an intuitive character. So yeah. I'm instead going to go with this one.
Okay.
By moral of the stories, the Scooby-Doo Chupacabra movie sucks.
It does. It sucks ass.
I don't think I watched it. Actually.
Don't.
You're not missing much.
You just don't. Do everyone a favor. Do not.
I probably wouldn't have anyway.
Say what you want about the oversaturation of Scooby-Doo direct-to-video things. There is a tier for them, and that one's one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I would have put that in like the F tier.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a new tier list I should do. Scooby-Doo movies.
Yes, do it. And then we'll
Only
judge you.
to the ones that you've actually seen.
Yeah, I know, I will.
Play.
I just love this phase going like, I think I'm gonna change the expression from like, the expression from like dead-eyed in every way to like a look of confusion.
Yeah.
That's a face that just says, like your brain, like the brain just turned to static.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm still
also
loving
gonna
the
save
thought of
this.
her just staring at her freaking grandchildren like, what the fuck are your names again?
She can't
just looks at
remember.
she just looks at all these tiny children and she's just like, "Who are you people?"
They dropped all her kids, dropped off their kids at her house, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you kids?" Suddenly, she gets like a text coming in and going like, "Dear mom, please forgive us. We all decided to take a trip without you and drop all our kids at the same time, motherfucker."
No.
God
Oh my
damn!
God.
She's just like my goddamn wiener kids decided to drop off their goddamn wiener kids. What the fuck is my life?
Oh, they're just like their goddamn wiener father.
Wiener father. Wiener father.
Like, the only two ways that I can see this going are either like she has to get every single one of them name tags, or like she
Like dogs.
like, when they're over with her, she makes all of them wear a different color shirt, and she just calls them by the color of the shirt.
Oh my god! Oh god! I think it's kind of like the Rise of the TMNT Splinter, the purple one.
Yeah.
Now that's a wiener father right there.
Like I just imagine something like that happening. Let's see. In the same way on Smoky Quartz, I don't know what that means. The Scooby-Doo and
like smoky quotes from Steven Universe.
when he, I like Smokey, but I'm not quite sure what they're referring to. So the Scooby-Doo and Courage crossover special was interesting. I really liked that. I really liked that special. That special was fun.
There are things I both like.
Just two very easily startled dogs.
There are things I both like and hate about it.
What do you hate about it?
For one thing, anytime Eustace tried scaring Scooby and Shaggy, I wanted to knock him right the fuck out.
But that's in character.
I mean, Eustace is just a piece of shit. Eustace is a piece of shit.
Eustace is a piece of shit, and I hate him, so that's a flaw with the movie, right off the fucking bat.
That's not a flaw with the movie. You just dislike the character.
I don't care.
It's just a fault of Courage in and of itself. Just Eustace existing as a fault.
Yes, really. Listen, I get its part. I guess his characterization is par for the course with the demented sense of humor of its creator. I don't fucking care. That character can go fuck himself and die, which he does in almost every episode. So there you go.
Me.
Wanna boop the shiny Wooloo? You may boop the shiny Wooloo.
Wait, who wants to boop the Wooloo?
That would be Moonstone. Heard something of a rap scene. I don't remember there being a rap scene in that movie, but I do remember.
Why did they do that?
I don't remember the rap scene at all. Did they do a rap scene?
They did do a rap scene, and it's every bit as fucking cringy as you can imagine. They let Eustace rap.
Oh, they let you. I remember that now.
Ew. Why?
I don't know. I already hated this fucking guy, and they let him rap.
What the fuck?
I would rather listen to Chris Brown than Eustace rap.
Damn.
Oh no. I was just talking the other day about how I used to really like Chris Brown growing up.
And
Listen,
then
there
you
was
found
a
out.
Yeah, I can't in good conscience actually say that I like him now, but growing up I really did, and it's sad.
I mean, I think that's a lot of people. Like, there's no shame in liking.
It happens all the time, unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Like, everybody has their kind of limitations when it comes to celebrities, and unfortunately, like, we got to remember that celebrities are also people. They just kind of don't understand how the world works outside of them.
We all have our regret artists.
Right?
Yeah. Like R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is one.
R. Kelly is
Yeah.
Isn't he out now?
No, I think he's still in prison.
I thought he was out. Or did he just release that album in prison?
He might have released it in prison. That can happen. Artists can drop albums while they're in prison.
Do they get any of the royalties from it?
That's good information to have.
But yeah, I have no idea what the rules are. I think it varies depending on the person. I can't imagine they do, but I don't know. I don't know the rules of prison politics.
But he's R. Kelly.
Listen, he could be Dr. Seuss for all I fucking care.
But he's R. Kelly. He can do whatever the fuck he wants because he's R. Kelly. Oh my god. Please take what I say as jokes.
Don't let R. Kelly do whatever he wants, okay?
Yeah, we already know what happens when that happens.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Bad day for everybody.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I don't know. Now I'm just sitting here thinking, is Eustace or R. Kelly on the same tier of shit?
No.
Who's the
Stop.
worst person?
No. I'm gonna stop that right there. I'm not entertaining that.
Fair enough.
The
Big stretch.
Big stretch. Big kitty stretch. Big prosy stretch.
Squish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I think with that, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to raid somebody, and I'll probably finish the rest of this upon the next stream.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got in the world today. Let's do... I haven't seen this person before. The Dragon's Den. They just started. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day. And hey, have fun. Make sure that everybody is being safe and stay healthy. Bye.
Ciao.